live over here. We'll be close. Bing, I hit the button. We are now live. So welcome everybody to the November 2023 Ask Your Guides Live. I'm so glad that you could join me on this beautiful morning. Hope that it's beautiful where you are. So I think I'd like to start off by let's do a nice little opening prayer. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now that would be good to acknowledge together as a group and ask our angels to help us with it. So if all of you on the Zoom side would mute yourselves, that would be really great. And here we go. So take a couple of deep breaths. Just call upon your angels to join you here so that we come together in this magical circle of love with our angels, with Creator, with one another. And that one another is really important right now as there's so much division in the world. So that as we come together, if we can send out a massive love bubble to the world to help people get over themselves already and start understanding that we are all just people, equal in the eyes of Creator, none better than another. And for them, for us, for the sake of the planet, it's time to get over all the divisions. It's time to be accepting and loving of one another, and then see what we can do collectively to uplift ourselves and the planet. We can bring ourselves to Earthtopia that way. That is the path, that oneness, that common purpose of mission. More love, allowing it to spread out, to embrace, to touch those who are so needing it right now. And it can be heartbreaking if you focus too much on what's going on out there. But for all of us here, as much as possible, stay focused on the love that you're sending out, knowing that it's counteracting those negative energies that are swirling outside of our circle. In that way, we become empowered. We become enabled to live the purposeful life that we came here to live, to make a difference in the world. And isn't that what we all want to do? So thank you all for being here. I'm excited to hear what angels are going to have to say today. Thank you, angels, all for being here, masters, teachers, Creator. We so appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that, let's pop over. I'm just going to say hey to all the people on YouTube. Glad you could join us. I see, Debbie, you put something there. There's a delay between YouTube and Zoom. Yeah, there always is. That's just typical. So it looks like, Belinda, you were here first. I'm not 100% sure because Zoom isn't correct with this, but the best I could figure when I got here is you were at the beginning. So what is your question this morning?
Wow, I'm surprised I was here first, but thank you. Anyway, thank you for taking my question, Deborah. I really appreciate it.
You are so welcome.
So I have this path that's seeming to develop. It's I've been doing coaching, and I have a degree in marriage family therapy, so I've been doing some neural therapy as well. But as I'm becoming more spiritual, I'm feeling this spiritual path really wanting to develop in me and come into my practice. So that's going to be my question is, what are my next steps in this? Where do you see me going forward in a big way?
Well, because we're asking your angels,
Yes.
as far as where they see you going, it's really up to the choices that you make. So when you ask a broad question like that, they see you expanding into success, joy, whatever it is that you choose to create. But if you would like something more specific, give them a more specific question so they can help you with that. Because
Okay.
they'll support you in whatever you do.
Okay. So in a practical way, with this coaching practice that will involve the Akashic records, what are practical steps to go forward with that? Is that more specific?
It's still pretty vague, but we'll see what they have to say
Okay.
about that. So for Belinda, can you give her some practical steps to take as she expands her coaching business into Akashic records? And you welcome her with open arms. Oh, just float on that love bubble, baby. Let the worries go. really put out your intentions and your love. Let that precede you because that energy will impact those you come in contact with. It will also help you to develop almost like a radar about those who would be optimal clients for you. Does that make sense?
Radar. So like specifically focus on them or draw them to me?
Your intention.
The
Focus on
intention.
your
Okay.
intention and the love. The two together make this big, beautiful ball of love and intention. Send that out ahead of you so that it
Oh,
touches people. And those who are aligned with what you're offering will, in some way, make themselves known to you. I'm seeing them lighting up, but you probably won't see it exactly like that. It's a metaphor, lighting up.
okay.
But in some way, they will distinguish themselves so that you will notice them to help you find those optimal people for what you
Mm,
are offering to the world. But you don't want to get into stress about it. You don't want to get into pressing and pushing, if that makes sense, because that brings resistance in.
yeah.
So it's angels, here I am, I'm ready. I'm sending my love bubble ahead of me. I'm seeing you now pushing it like on a like a snow shovel. You're
Okay.
pushing it out ahead of you so they can feel it and respond to it. And when you're in that beautiful flow energy, then they show up. So
Mm.
the wise thing is to stay away from that resistance energy of the fear and the pressing. It's got to be more. Allow them to help you unfold it.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So
You're
appreciate
so
it.
welcome. Okay, adventurer, come on up. Hi there.
Hey, hello everybody. Um, I recently went to a psychic fair and I was told by another medium that we are not supposed to touch spirit when they come through, and I touched two of them. One was in hologram form, the other one was in solid 3D. Didn't know he was on the other side at the time. So my question is that so? We're not supposed to touch them.
Might be true for that person, not true for me. And it doesn't have to be true for you if you don't believe it. See, the
Um,
thing is, there are people out there who have all kinds of ideas about things. And if they believe that, it's true for them. But no, if you're connecting, especially if you go into your Akashic records and you're bringing spirit forward to talk to you, angels as well, you can absolutely embrace them. You can hold their hands. You can go walking through the beautiful parks. Yeah, there's no rule about that.
good. Oh yeah. How long will the governor of Oklahoma be profiling Native American tag cars?
So the governor of Oklahoma tagging Native American cars. Can you tell us, angels, how long that might persist? They're saying as long as he gets away with it. So it's going to take a change from the people. Enough people rising up, protesting, and forcing the legislature to change something so that either he's embarrassed in the press to stop doing it, or they pass some kind of law stopping him from doing it. And it's almost feeling like, is there already a law that would cover that? It's feeling like there should be a law if there's not one. But they're saying yes, that there is something. So it's going to take the power of the people standing up. And we are getting that all over the place with because you see all of the discrimination, the bigotry that's coming back again, rising its ugly head that we thought we had battled before, but it's back again. And that's the dark ones who are afraid of what we're doing. They're pulling out all the stops. That's just part of their program. So we need to stand steady in our faith, love, trust, and confidence that the angels are going to help us to overcome this. So bring out whatever you need to do. Gather the people to protest, to get it in the media, because I hadn't heard about this before. So it hasn't made national media yet. And it needs to.
Yet.
He needs to be embarrassed about doing that and pressured.
Okay. Thank you to all and everybody present in spirit. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Sydney, come on up.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Love
morning.
the background.
Thank you.
Anything I need to know about a seminar I'm attending the first weekend in December in Virginia?
Okay. So for Sydney, anything that you want to share with her about this seminar in Virginia, beginning of December? Is it an optimal choice? Feels good. Okay. And is she likely to make some good networking connections for her career? Yeah, shine your bright light, baby. Just be more fully yourself than you have ever been before. Going forward with that confidence that you are on a mission. You are actually being purposeful about going there. There's something for you to share. And there are people there who will want to hear what you have to share. Don't hold back.
Okay, great.
Shine that bright light.
Perfect. And anything else that Spirit wants to share with me about health or going forward?
Anything else you want to share with Sydney this morning? Just keep going one foot in front of the other. You know, sometimes it feels like a real slog, but sometimes it's necessary to do the slog to get to where you want to go. So don't let that discourage you. Don't let that slow you down. Just keep moving forward one step at a time because you're making great progress. I can see your energy has shifted a little since we talked last month.
Yeah.
There's more competence. There's more peace.
Yeah, I connected with someone yesterday who's really talented. Raymond Grace. He uses dowsing for clearing and energy. It's fascinating. So perhaps that, but things feel like they're shifting to go in a different direction. But
That's
thank you.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Hey, Eileen, you are next.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to let you know I have started researching my book again.
Wonderful.
And the guides are starting to put more things in my path that I have to look at. So I'm very appreciative about that. I've had a tough tough month at work. There was a major conference that I was supposed to attend to. And one of the people who were acting leadership decided I was not going to be allowed to go 4 days before I was due to leave.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not happy because I'd already paid for the registration. And it was too late to get anything back. And I was so angry that day. The anger just exploded out of me in a small room where nobody else could see it. And then now that I look back, I'm thinking now I just feel sad for her that she felt she had to utilize the power in that way. And she's allowing me to go to another conference that I have really no interest in. Do the guides see there's a reason why I wasn't allowed to go to one, but am going to the other?
Hey, for Eileen, getting bumped from that conference, was that purposeful? Yeah. And is it an optimal choice for her to go to this alternative conference? Yes. Yes, she thinks she did something. She didn't. She was a tool of the angels.
Yeah, it was that day. It was because this is the one conference that is the premier conference in my field of emergency management. And this other one is in healthcare, which I just happen to be in at this moment. And that one's in Vegas too. So I wasn't looking forward to that one. But the more I think of it, the more I think what it was the reason behind it. There had to have been a reason behind it more than just her trying to wield power.
Yeah.
And
so when you can dissect something like that happens to you and figure out that, oh, there was actually a blessing built into this that I didn't see initially. And wow, what came from that? Because that's what your angels are constantly doing. They're rearranging, negotiating, helping you to get where you need to go. So you're shifting in your career right now anyway.
yeah.
So going to this alternate place might end up being far better. Maybe it's a connection, maybe it's something you will learn, but just go open to whatever because it's purposeful.
Will this lead to a new job? Because as I've mentioned before, I don't feel where I'm staying right where I am right now is the right optimal place
Yeah.
for me. They're moving to a new location, and every time I think of this new location, my back and everything stands up. The hair on the back, there's something not right for me there.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
wondering if this will bring that.
will the conference facilitate finding a new and better job for Eileen? No, it's not tied to that. Something else. Now, what about the, was it a teaching job you were looking into?
There was a training that I wanted to go to that I was looking at putting in, since I wasn't allowed to go to this particular conference. There is a training that could allow me to become a instructor in the field of emergency management at a different level. So I was looking at possibly doing that. Is that what the guides are leading me toward, or?
The teaching in emergency management, being an instructor, would that be an optimal choice for Eileen? No, no. That keeps you entangled in all of that crap that you've already been in. Been there, done that, walked that path. It's time for a new path. What about the teaching position that your sister was working on?
It was not actually, it's working at a university it's again doing emergency management in the university. I did put in the application, but I have heard nothing from them. So I'm not sure if it's time I should follow up with them, or what should I do?
Is it highly likely that Eileen is being considered for that teaching position at the university? It's in flux right now.
Yeah.
So would it be wise for her to apply elsewhere? Yeah, don't, put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm looking at other jobs. There are some positions in FEMA that I am seriously considering. There was one at the local emergency management training arm, but I looked at it and the price point, I'm not allowed to apply for it because it's limiting who can apply for it. I can only apply for things that are open to the public. So, but I'll keep looking, and I will keep reading my stuff on the Acadians, and that keeps on drawing me in. So I know that's where I need to put a lot of attention in right now. So I'll keep
but
doing
just
it.
be in the flow. Don't stress
Yeah.
about it. Know that the angels are working behind the scenes. They've just shown you.
Yeah.
Quite vividly. And
Yeah.
there will be more. They're going to keep working on that. So just flow through it. It's feeling like a timing issue. Like there is a really awesome opportunity out there, more than one, but there's one really awesome one. And it's just a matter of the timing. It's just not ready yet.
Is there anything else that they can tell me, or are the spirits, my parents or something like that they'd like to pass on, me to pass on to my sisters or my son?
Any message from family to family today? Keep on keeping on. Yeah. They're beaming with light to let you know that they're pleased with who you are, what you're about.
I got the sun shining down on me right now. It just came out. So
it's how you be in the world. That's what they're conveying. And that makes them happy.
Yeah.
But beside of that is we'd like you to be happier.
Yeah. I understand exactly what they're saying.
Too hard on yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Give yourself grace. Allow more happiness.
Yeah. I think a lot of us find that hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's especially those who, I consider myself empathic, and I pick up everybody's emotions, and I want to lift everybody else's emotions up and forget that I have to replenish my emotions too, to be able to do that.
But sometimes that becomes an excuse for not taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
I am walking the talk now that I haven't for a long time. That I
Mhm.
took last week off. I'm going to be taking a week off every month because I can't keep this pace going. We're cutting these sessions back. I cannot do the 3 hours every 2 weeks. It's just too much.
Mhm.
But I still want to continue the connection. I still want to gather together with you. There's value for all of us in doing that. It just has to change so that I take care of myself first and then I'm able to show up for you. And don't let being an empath become an excuse
Yeah.
for putting yourself last. In fact, being
Yeah.
an empath should be motivation for putting yourself first, because you will wear yourself right out. And then who are you going to be able to
Yes.
help?
Yeah.
And this is a time when you really got to power up so that you can help more people.
When you said that, the first thing that came to me is the flight attendant saying, put your mask on first before you put it on others, because you have to take care of yourself so that you can help others.
Because you'll be dead if you don't.
Yep.
They don't say that part, but that's the
Yep.
obvious thing. Yeah. So it's vitally important that we really take care of ourselves. And Metatron has said this to us over and over, month after month. It's important, even more now than it was before, because there's so much of that negativity. And of course, the other side has ramped up their efforts. So we don't take care of ourselves so that we are strong, rooted,
Yeah.
able.
I think the negativity was there. It just certain factions allowed it to be brought to the forefront and be seen by everybody else.
Yeah, it has to be brought out so that it can be transmuted. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
It just isn't a lot of fun while it's going on.
Well, thank you very much. And I send love and light to everyone here.
Thank you.
Positive white light too. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Where did you go? I gotta find you in this little tiny strip. There you are. Mike, come on up. Hey.
Oh, hey, I didn't put a question in because I didn't have, I had time to get it. So, but
Should I come back?
no. I mean, I'm going to have to leave for that meeting I told you about.
Oh, okay. Do you
Yeah,
have time
so,
for a question now?
Yeah, I just a general question of overall anything I should be aware of. Thank you.
Anything that Mike needs to know that he doesn't know? It's for you more self-care. It's beating the drum of that self-care because you've got so many things weighing on your mind. That feeling of responsibility that is pushing away taking care of Mike. Even though because we've talked about this how many times in how many places.
I'm doing better.
Doing better, but there's still more there that needs to be done. Until you really put the focus on taking care of Mike, you're going to be limited. That's what you need to know. And then you get into that energy of stressing and being frustrated because you're limited. You want to do more. But in reality, you're limiting yourself by not putting down the stakes and saying, okay, I'm taking care of Mike, whatever that means, so that I can do these other things.
Message accepted. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. Thanks.
You
Bye.
too.
Blessings to everybody.
Thank you. Daniel, you are up. Oh, I messed it up.
Hey,
Hang on.
good
Go
morning.
ahead, ask your question. There we are.
Oh, first off, I want to thank you for being you. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate that.
I had such a great meditation yesterday. It was the first time where two of my Akashic members, I could sense that they were happy to see me. They were when I showed up, I got that joy, and it was just like, oh wow, this is so cool.
Yes.
So my journey continues on that aspect. So I'm growing all the time. So that was really cool. Um, my question, I just read a book from Kyle Gray about forgiveness. And in the book, he mentions a course, another book, A Course in Miracles by Helen Schuckman. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, it's a very famous course. Marianne Williamson actually got her start with Course in Miracles. It's quite an extensive fat book. I actually own it. I've never been able to get through it. There's something about it that doesn't resonate with me, but the
Yeah,
concept
okay,
resonates. It's supposedly a message she downloaded from Jesus,
right.
and
Yeah,
it's
I heard
all
that
about
part.
the love message. That's what I understand about it. So, are you
Okay.
considering
Y-
investigating or taking it?
y- yes, that was my question. Is that a, an avenue?
Okay.
The,
For Daniel,
because it sounds like quite a commitment.
it is. Yeah. Yeah. For Daniel, would it be a wise and optimal choice to begin study and courses in the Course in Miracles? Totally up to you. There's not an opinion being offered on that. This is
Okay.
your opportunity to feel your way through it. And I'm seeing you got that puddle of water behind you, dipping your toe in the water. Test it out, see how it feels.
Okay.
Does it speak to you? Does it resonate with you? Because I bought it years ago. It's like in the 80s. So I wasn't awakened at the point. It might feel different now, but just try reading a little bit of it. You can probably find it online somewhere and see how it feels.
Okay. What
Because
I found out is there are two books. There's an edition that someone did since Helen has passed that included all her notes while she was researching and adding. So they've added all the notes this time too. So I thought that would be more, I think that's the researcher in me,
Mhm.
would be more interesting in the notes than
Yeah.
the actual what was, part of the books. But yeah, so maybe I'll just do that, get that the big one and look at the notes and see how I feel about that.
But they're
So
also popping in to say, if you are feeling as if you can't expand your work in the records without doing something like the course, that would be wrong. You don't need any of that other stuff. You've already got the tools. It's just putting in the time.
okay.
So, in that way, the researcher in you could be distracting you from your actual path by saying, oh, we have to go learn this first before. That's never
Right.
true. What you've got
Okay.
right now is perfect. You can move forward using that in whatever way you want to use it. If you
Okay.
choose to learn more, that's fine. But you've already got access to everything you need.
Yeah, and breakthroughs like that, it's just like I had yesterday was just it was phenomenal.
There are no coincidences. Why do you think you had that yesterday?
Right. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to share that today. That was so
Yeah,
cool.
that's beautiful.
Oh, and another quick little thought too that um Miriam is one of my coaches, Ashaki, Akashic coaches,
Mhm.
and her cloak is blue like the sky. And so it just dawned on me the other day, I guess it was a rarity here in Michigan that we have a few sky blue days. And I just noticed that it was like, oh wow, her cloak, her color, her love, everything that she's giving us is all around us, even when it's cloudy. So it's still
Always
there.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always there. Yeah, it's just a beautiful moment. So
Yeah. The angels
yeah,
will never desert us. Always there.
yeah,
We don't always feel them, but that's because we disconnected, not because they ever did.
yeah, yep.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So, well, thank you.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Debbie, you are next. If I can find you, there you are. Oh, you got to turn your camera on before I can bring you forward. Now you moved. Are you there?
Okay, can you
There
see
you
me?
are. Yeah, I see you now. Awesome.
Okay. Okay.
Good
There we
morning.
go. Good morning. Hopefully my internet stays. Sometimes when I turn the camera on, it can be iffy, but we'll just intend that it's going to be fine. So, I don't really have any questions. There's been things going on in my life, as you well know, and I guess just maybe general guidance for the next 2 weeks or a month.
Okay. So what would you like to share with Debbie for the next couple of weeks or a month? Be kinder to yourself. Slow down. Things are shifting very rapidly right now. Weather, but also other things. I don't know, some things in your life that are shifting kind of behind the scenes. And this is the time to slow down, really one baby step at a time, being not cautious, but really having your eyes wide open to what's going on so that you make the best choices and you don't get blindsided. That's what it's feeling like. There's something shifting that could knock you flat if
Oh
you weren't
my.
prepared for it. So it's you being conscious, being present in the moment. And that thing with getting your finger bitten, that's like early warning signal.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. So, and it's nothing to be afraid of because you've got everything you need to meet the challenge head on and be successful moving through it.
Can you look to see or ask to see what it mightn't? Is it my health? Is it snow? Is it ice? Or not?
So
we
this
pinpoint?
big challenge, is it health related? No. Is it weather related? Okay, it is definitely weather related. Is it more than weather? There might be some other things, but it feels like it's primarily weather related. So
Okay.
you're saying ice? Ice? Is it highly likely that she will be getting a lot of ice this winter? Yeah, okay. That's why you got to have your wits about you and make sure you're wearing those cleats when you're out
Okay.
there. Don't,
Yeah, and we'll get our salt and our sand put together. Yeah.
you know how sometimes you think, oh, it's too much bother to put the cleats on. I'm just going to run out. I'll be really careful. And then you fall.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Mm-hmm.
that intuition kick in and say, no, it's worth taking the extra minute to put the cleats on. Don't want to
Okay.
take.
That's interesting because I got really dizzy and actually I sat down quickly the other day and I went, okay, that was weird. So yeah, I think you're right. I need to be extra careful about falling.
Yeah. You know how the herd practices maneuvers so that they'll be ready when the challenge comes? So you're getting these little
Mm-hmm.
things now to wake you up to say, hey, be very present.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
Thank you.
sitting down the moment you feel dizzy. Yeah, do that because if you stand and, oh, it'll pass. It might not. You might pass down to the ground. So sit
Yeah.
down ASAP. Yeah.
I think it has something to do with the antibiotics they put me on.
Could be.
But
Is it related to the antibiotics? Is that what you're talking about? That's a factor, but it's not the only thing. It's feeling, maybe it is just weather, but big challenges. So it's about you being very present. And this is actually great practice because we need to be that way more often anyway, with everything the world is throwing at us.
mm-hmm.
So not to be
Yeah.
afraid. That's not why they're telling you. To be even more confident, being more purposeful and more present.
And I'm getting that message through my own wisdom. So you're just confirming a lot of things. So I appreciate that. Is there anything for Dan, or do we not have time for that?
No, we will ask for Dan, absolutely. Anything for Dan? I just see him standing ramrod straight. He is the backbone of the operation. And of course, with that, he also needs to practice some caution. Don't be macho. It's okay to admit if you've got a little weakness and you need to take a break. Don't push so hard. He's pushing hard.
I know. Picks up where I can't do it.
For both of you, the big message is slow down.
Yeah. Okay. It's a beautiful day, so we'll probably not slow down today. We'll slow down a little bit.
Yeah, do some slowing down though, because it's important. You'll be more aware. You can react sooner when something happens if you slow down.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, let's see. Janice, you are next. Can you turn your camera on so I can bring you forward?
I've been trying to figure that out. I have an iPhone and I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that.
Somewhere at the bottom of your Zoom window, there should be a thing that says start video or a picture of a video.
Yeah, that's what I was looking on the internet, and it's nothing but the dots that show the different pages.
Okay, we'll keep working on it. And when I see your face show up there, then I'll bring you forward. We'll come back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rachel, are you there? Can you turn your camera on?
Yes.
There.
Hi. You
Hi.
can hear me?
I hear you.
I'm going outside so I can speak a lot louder. So I have just a very quick yes and no questions, or kind of. The first one would be, I know you said in November there was, about a man in my life, and I'm messaging with one, and I'm curious, like, is that the one I should meet? I'm really not sure. So
this guy that Rachel is messaging with, is he an optimal choice for a long-term relationship? Could be. Yeah. Pursue it, see where it goes.
Okay, so I'll definitely need to meet him then. Okay. And then the next thing is I told you about my mouth issues and jaw and stuff and that. And so I saw a jaw specialist, and there's definitely something wrong. And I'm just curious, will the best help be in the Netherlands or in Belgium or in Portugal?
Okay, so for Rachel's jaw issues, the optimal choice for treatment, would it be Belgium, Netherlands? And what was the third place? Portugal. Portugal. Would Portugal be an optimal choice? I get a big yes on Belgium.
Ooh, interesting.
No on the other two.
Really? Because I was planning on going to the Netherlands again. Ah. Okay. That's interesting. Is it urgent though? I mean, can it be solved in several months?
Would it be wise to take care of the problem immediately? It can wait. So in 2 or 3 months is okay? Yeah.
Okay, but definitely go and see someone in Belgium. Oh my goodness.
Well, you could go to any of those places, but Belgium shows up as the most optimal because that's what we ask.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's good. And then the final thing is my YouTube. I keep trying and I stay motivated, and I love the speaking in public topics, and I'm, creating content and being inspired and all of that. But it's just, I still don't see any changes. So I'm just curious, like, I feel like the topic is on point. I'm not going to change that. I don't know. I don't know really what to ask, but can I continue and it's a matter of time, or is there something significantly I need to change somehow?
Okay, so for Rachel's YouTube, is there something that she can do to boost her results, to get better results on YouTube? So I think I saw you did an interview on YouTube with somebody else. Did you get any positive results from that? Because they're saying visibility. So that's what immediately comes up.
No.
You didn't get new viewership from being on somebody's podcast or their channel?
No. No.
Are there some that you've been considering going on that you haven't?
Nope.
So they're saying visibility. So it's being introduced to a new audience. That's something that could add a new dimension for you. Otherwise, they're just saying, hey, you know, that's the way it is on YouTube right now. It's tough.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, I know.
You're getting people who are regularly showing up, consuming your content. That's a success. So it might be more about shifting your perception to realizing that, hey, this is a success. It's better than where you were a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I've made progress. So
yeah, I feel I'm improving. I'm just not seeing it yet in the views, but it's also a topic that I've only been doing now for 3 months. So yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely optimal to continue. That's all I need to know, right?
The other
Because
thing that just popped in is trending topics. Do you watch the trending topics on Google or wherever and try to do video that's connected?
That's funny you mentioned that, because that's something I'm looking for, and I just keep telling myself, like, what could be possibly trending in public speaking? Like, you know, it's not like,
well, you have to find a way to connect it.
Yeah.
And that might take a little spin, but let your creativity step in there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
there's something there.
Went out and made a big faux pas when they were giving a speech, and you could do a video on that, how they could have done better.
Yeah. I need to pay more attention to that instead of that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to continue. I'm not giving up.
Awesome.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, let's see. Who haven't we gotten yet? There you are, Janice. I see you. Awesome.
I think I'm in there double now.
Oh, you just have to unmute.
Okay.
Do you have your YouTube window open? That's probably what the echo's about.
I'm not sure how to fix that. Sorry.
Is your phone is connected and your computer's connected? That might be what it is.
Just turn my phone off.
Yeah, disconnect on the phone side. You can always come back on with the phone later if you want.
Okay.
There you go.
Is that helpful? Okay.
That's better. What's your question?
Thank you. So greetings and thank you very much for taking my question.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And, I have a question about directions from my guides for a significant other timing, or just friends in my area with like-minded people, either a significant other or just people in my area. And the second part of my question is, maybe I'm saying this too quickly, but do you see me going to England in May with my family?
Well, let's do that one first so I don't forget. So is it highly likely that Janice will go to England in May with her family? Yeah, if you want to, that's a green light.
Awesome.
And what about the social life? What can you tell her about the social life? You just got to get out there and meet people.
Do they have any suggestions of where and maybe when?
Well, they don't tell you what to do, so that's a little tricky.
Yeah.
Let's just see if there's anything that they'll speak about. So can you give her any ideas about how she could go about that in a successful way? They're saying, you know, you're overthinking it, Janice. You go out, you go grocery shopping, there are people there. Talk to the people. Are you an introvert?
I am, and I have projects at home, and yeah,
Yeah.
don't
The
have a lot of
problem-
connections here, but I have more connections like across the states, but I was just wanting to meet people in my area. And
Yeah. Do you have neighbors that you could connect with?
not really that are like-minded. I mean, they're
Well, how do you know if they're like-minded?
because I've gotten to know people I live in a condo situation, and I've gotten to know people parking lot chat
Okay.
and walking, but they're not spiritually connected in life.
There you go. So that's more detail that's important. You're looking for spiritually minded
Spiritual
people
connection.
to connect with. Okay. So have you checked like the local periodicals to see if there are lists of events where they have these kind of social gatherings?
Not yet.
So that's a place to start.
Okay.
Because
All
you don't
right.
know what's out there until you look. Do
All
you
right.
have meetup in your area? Can you go online and find meetups that are in
Probably.
your area? You got
Probably.
tons of options. What do you want to do? You could go hiking. That's one that a lot of people do. Some they go to movies together. If there's snow, they might go skiing together. They have events where they get together on a regular basis. And that's exactly what it's about. Being an introvert, it's hard because you've got to force yourself to do it.
Yeah.
And COVID did nobody any favors because it just
Mhm.
reinforced being an introvert and hunkering down. It's hard to get out there. I feel that for you. I struggle with that myself. But when you do it, it feels good. So, I mean, seriously, even when you're at the supermarket, you notice somebody, you exchange a couple of words with them. That's really good practice for you as an introvert.
Okay.
Talk to the cashier. Because normally you wouldn't. You'd just be there, you'd pay, and you'd go, right? Force yourself to just have little casual interactions with people. It will shift your energy.
And do the angels see my 22-year-old truck being reliable enough to get out there and drive around? Sometimes my budget restrictions and my old truck sometimes prevent me from getting out there much.
Yeah. So the truck, will it be reliable? Is it highly likely it'll be reliable enough for her to do a little of this socializing? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Slow and easy. And also, you might find that people are willing to do a ride share or something. You don't always have to get there. Be really creative in how you do it. Take baby steps, one little thing at a time. Go to the library and talk to people.
Okay. So do you see me being in a significant other relationship anytime?
They're saying that's going to depend on you getting out to meet somebody.
Okay. Okay.
And that's why it's important for you to do this. So take the little baby steps. Go to those easy to talk to places, even if you were, I don't know if you go to like a Starbucks or something, but you're sitting and you're having your coffee or tea or whatever you're having, and maybe you strike up a conversation with somebody who's there.
Okay.
Because those are strangers. It's if it doesn't work out, if you don't strike up a conversation, it's awkward, no biggie. You'll probably never see them again. So you can practice on them.
Okay.
And that way, when you go into these groups where there are opportunities, you will have greased the wheels a little bit. So you're not quite as reluctant to engage as you would be otherwise. And just know, a lot of people feel the same way. It's hard for them to speak up. They can do it, you can do it. But you've got to push yourself if you want it.
Okay.
It's entirely possible.
Two little side notes. Thank you very much for telling me about the Trammell. It's really been helpful with my hips. And do you see anything that the guides want to push me in the direction for health, my lungs, or something that would help improve my health?
So for Janice, is there anything health related that she needs to know about? Okay, what would that be? Some body part? Organs? Organs, okay. So top half of the body? Organs in the top half of the body. So would that be lungs? And are you saying she needs to get some allopathic care for her lungs? Needs to be looked at. Anything else? needing attention. That's the primary thing right now. So I
Do
don't know
I
if you've gotten any attention or not, but get it checked out.
I kind of have, but they didn't find anything. So I live in Florida. Do I have any problem with mold here, or is there something that I can be aware of? Maybe I can alleviate.
So is there something environmental in her home? So is it mold in her home? I'm getting a yes on that.
Okay.
So it's a condo. Wouldn't the maintenance take care of that?
No, I mean, if it's inside my condo, inside the duct system, that's all me. So
Yeah. So it is something to be concerned about. You want to take some sort of action, moving, getting it ameliorated, whatever you can do.
do you see me moving next year?
We're going to have to move on. So
Okay. All
that's
right.
everybody, but yeah,
Yeah. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Bye.
Blessings.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, you guys, it takes me a minute to locate you here on this little strip. Pamela Ann, come on up.
Okay. I
Hi.
just unmuted. Hi. So, how are you today?
I'm terrific. How are you?
The same. Great. It's
Awesome.
birthday time around our house. My husband's is today, mine's tomorrow. So we're kind of happy around here.
Oh, happy birthday. It's
Thank
wonderful.
you. I'm in day 8 of my 21-day meditation challenge. I love it. I'm having such fun with it. And it really is meaningful to me in so many ways. Here's the thing about this 3rd day, maybe 4th day. I'm asking questions and I'm receiving answers. And I'm saying, that doesn't sound like something I would even think. Thank you. And I'm getting so excited. And then of course, firmly grounded me, feet on the earth. Is that my imagination, or is it really blossoming open? It's just,
It really is.
yeah. I mean, I'm waking up at 3:03. I've done this 2 days in a row. I don't question it, but I do start talking to them and I'm getting answers, and it's just really exciting. Anyway, just checking in to make sure it's not my overactive imagination.
No, because remember, when you go into this with the intention to connect, you do the opening prayer.
Yep.
What you get is from your angels. Now, ego can chick in there a little bit, sprinkle some things, but you will quickly start to discern the difference. Mainly what you're getting is your angels, because that's the intention that you set. And when you open the records, it's there for you. Everything is there for you.
I just love it.
And the fact that it's unfolding so rapidly.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
I know.
That's how Metatron designed it. But just know you probably will have some days along the way where you get nothing. And then it's like, oh, it was going so well. What happened? That's normal. Just keep moving forward.
I'm getting musical messages. That's exciting to me. And I'll wake up with it. I know it's not me at that point, because the message are pretty crystal clear and very right for the moment. And so I don't know where those messages come from. I know they're not from, I know the music is not from me, although I'm musical. I assume that's an avenue.
They love to communicate with music because it has such meaning to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. That's it.
You're welcome. Keep going.
I'm going to continue. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Marie Laurie, come on up. Hi.
Hi, hello. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. What's your question?
I just want to have a general message and I feel that I have a kind of a fear to hear something that I don't want to hear, but it's
Oh, no. Don't ever worry about that because they know you intimately. I'm talking to your angels, not mine. They know you, they know what you need. So never be afraid to hear what they have to say. It's always loving. So for Marie Laurie, what would you like to share with her today? Congratulations for stepping up. They're really happy that you're taking the action to make that connection. They have been doing everything in their power to connect with you. And they're just waiting for that little opening. You're giving that to them now. So they're really excited about that. Keep going. Keep going. It happens in the in-between moments, maybe when you're in the shower and you get this thought that pops in, this idea that pops in. That's your angels. Maybe when you're just kind of zoned out. Sometimes when you're driving, when you're out in nature, it can happen all of those ways. And it can happen when you meditate.
Yeah.
So they're wanting to connect with you more. Find a way to incorporate into your schedule small amounts of time where you connect with them. That doesn't mean you've got to sit down and do a half an hour meditation. You could just stop, take a couple of deep breaths, 2 minutes. Hey, angels, I'm here. Thank you for being there. Anything you want to say. You might get something, you might not. But just keep doing it. Keep checking in with them regularly.
Wow.
Because they're always there. If you want to, they will be holding your hands. If you feel a little unsteady in your head, see yourself reaching out and they take your hands and walk with you. If you're feeling unsure, a little afraid, any of those times, always call them. They will be there.
Thank you. Is there something related to my childhood I have to be aware of? Because I saw myself as a little girl when you were talking.
Mm-hmm. So is there something from childhood that's wanting to come up? Yeah, so it's a repressed memory. Okay. And is it about some sort of abuse? No, it's not about abuse. Okay, well, that's good. So some memory that is trying to surface. Does it involve parents? No. Family? Other extended family? Extended family. So siblings? No. Aunts and uncles? Something with aunts and uncles. Can you give us an approximate age when whatever it is happened? Was it before the age of 5? Before the age of 10? Okay. So 5, 6, approximately age 7. And it would be an aunt and uncle or somebody who you see as an aunt or uncle. There's some memory that's involving them. And I did ask if it was abuse, and they said no.
Okay.
But something. So just allow it to percolate, to surface in its time. You might get it in a dream.
Okay.
Might just be doing dishes one day and something pops in. When you're ready, it will come in. You're getting the early warning signals to prepare you because they don't just dump it and shock you. They're helping you prepare for it. And it probably is nothing all that bad because they said it wasn't abuse.
Okay.
But it is something that's wanting to percolate up. That's what you're feeling.
Okay, I will allow that to come up.
So don't be afraid. The angels are right there with you. Hold their hands if you need to. You can meditate and ask them to show you.
Yeah.
And when you're ready to allow it, it will come through.
Okay.
But don't be afraid.
Okay.
Okay.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Ishika, come on up.
I just got scared for a second. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Terrific. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
How's your knee?
My knee has been improving consistently. but yeah, so that's the first question I really wanted to ask about. So last month when you read into it, I think you saw it doing well by the end of this month.
Mhm.
Is that still what you're getting, or?
So for Ashika, her knee, is she still on track to be healed by the end of November? Yeah. Yeah, you're making great progress. Just keep going.
Okay, is there any guidance on that? Anything else coming up right now? Because I have moments where I feel like I'm kind of like not doing that well, but then again, consistently, I would say the mark is going up. So
Yeah. That's ego coming in, trying to sabotage your results, to distract you from staying on the path where you keep your eyes up, you trust in your angels that they are guiding you and that you are healing. We can
that's actually,
sabotage our results that way so easily.
that's actually funny because I feel like my body is consistently making a recovery, but then there are times when my ego comes in and my ego is like, it's because it's been around for so long that even when there is a certain mark of recovery I reach, I don't I don't recognize it almost immediately. And then a few weeks later, I look at it and I'm like, oh, I can do that now. So yeah.
Yeah, do you
Okay.
write down the progress so you can keep track?
I kind of like not really.
That would be important for you because when you're making incremental improvements, you can not recognize them over a period of time. And then you discount the progress. So if you, like in EFT, for instance, you were talking about EFT before. One of the things you do with EFT is you start out with on a scale of 1 to 10. If it's pain, for instance, where is it? Whether it's emotional or physical. All right, now you know where you started. So after you've done a few rounds of EFT, you check in again. Where are you on that scale? You need to evaluate. Have you made an improvement? Write that down so that you can see that you have improved. When you've got the evidence there in your face, it's easier to say to ego, you're wrong. We're making improvement. And by the way, ego, listen, it benefits you if we heal. So come on, get on board with me. Work with me. Let's heal together.
Yeah.
Try
I'll keep
that.
Second thing I wanted to ask was also on the lines of health. So my back, last month you did mention that you think it was some sort of healing that was being sent. I'm not yet sure. So is there anything coming up on that now? Because I have been having a little bit of issues on and off again and again with my back.
Okay, do you tap for your back too?
No, not as of now, no.
Yeah, tap for your back too. Why not? Give it some attention. So for Ashika, the back, is there something physical going on? This discomfort in her back? It's not physical, it's spiritual. Okay. So are you saying it's connected to ascension symptoms? Yeah, it's part of your ascension. So you don't want to worry it. You want to allow it to flow, but tapping would be helpful. You can also ask your angels to mitigate the ascension that you're going through so that it's more comfortable. We can ask that.
Yeah, I do that. I call upon my angels all the time. I'm like, just come in through, send all the healing my way.
Yeah. Ask them for everything.
Okay. And the second question, apart from health, I just wanted to ask about this guy. I have spoken about it before. And it seems positive. My ego comes in between. It's a thing. I just wanted to ask, I have some issues with dating. I feel a little anxious here and there. And that sometimes also acts like a trouble in terms of manifesting things in life. So any guidance coming up on that? That's all my question is.
With that specific person?
Yeah.
So do you want to know, are you in a relationship with that person?
No, we are not yet in a relationship. I'm just flowing with it, but we are not, there's no
Okay.
act. Yeah.
Gotcha. So this relationship that she's desiring, is it an optimal choice for a long-term relationship? Yes, it could be. And is she headed in the right direction with that relation? Yeah, just go with the flow, just be you, and don't focus on it so much. Focus on living your life feeling the joy, knowing that those things fall into place when you take care of you first. Because you want to be in that place of being balanced, confident, knowing who you are and what you're about before you get involved with somebody else.
That's true.
That way you can have a healthy foundation to build a relationship on.
True.
So take care of you. And you're going through a lot of shifting right now.
A
So more
lot.
focus on your well-being, your happiness. That will lead you to relationships when it's time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, Maya, you are next. There you are. Can you turn your camera on, Maya?
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, I would like to get a message about this heavy feeling I'm feeling for the past year. It's like a thought that's running through my mind. The thought that I'm feeling lost. I'm feeling that I don't know what is my path, what to do with my life. Like I'm feeling just lost. So I would really love to get a message about a career or my path or anything that would help me to get through this feeling because it's really heavy and it's anytime that it's come to my mind, it's knocks me down.
Okay. And when you're doing something that feels good, that makes you happy, what is it?
A lot of things.
So there are activities that you engage in that feel good, that make you happy?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of those? What would you do if you didn't have to make money and you had all the time in the world?
And probably what I'm doing now. I'm studying and taking care of myself, but I don't see like the end. I know I'm not supposed to see it, but I'm feeling that I need to get a clear vision.
You know, that's kind of a misnomer, Maya, because so many people start out, they might go to college, take these courses thinking that's what they're going to do the rest of their life. And not long after they find out, wow, that's really not as much fun as I thought it would be. So when you think about a career, you've got to satisfy making money and supporting yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So that's important. So are you doing that? Do you have a job?
Yes, I'm doing babysitting.
Okay.
But it's not my dream job. I don't want to do it for the rest of my life.
You've got to satisfy the basics first. So you satisfy the basics. Then in your spare time that you now have, you investigate things that you enjoy doing, looking for that thing that could be a career that you actually enjoy. You don't have to pick something that's miserable just to make money. You want to find something that lights you up, that's in alignment with who you are. So as you were talking.
Yeah, but also to make money out of it.
Yeah. Are you planning to go to college?
So not college, but I'm doing like studies like in college, but not I don't know how to say it. Like it's courses.
Some kind of higher education.
Yes. I'm studying nutrition.
Okay. So why are you studying nutrition? Why did you pick
that? Because I love it.
Okay. Well, if you love it, that can be a career, nutrition, right? The trick is to find something you really enjoy. And then as you flow through it, exploring it, expanding, you look for ways that you could turn that into a career. There's lots of opportunities in the nutrition field. You're at a place where
I don't know why.
Go ahead.
I don't know why I'm really stressing about it.
Is somebody putting pressure on you?
maybe not consciously, but unconsciously.
Yeah. See, you're young. You've got all this time to figure out who you are and what you want to be. Right now, it's more important for you to find things that bring you joy and do that, because there's some depression going on here. And that's closing doors for you.
Yeah. So how can I get out of it? Like,
by giving yourself permission to go do things that you enjoy. What you want to focus on, making a priority, feeling good. When you feel good, you are manifesting those things that you desire. When you're not feeling good, you're not. So you see how important it is to feel good. Now, what does it take to feel good? Those things that you enjoy
to do
doing.
what I love. Yeah.
So how can you do more of that to feel good? That's where you want to reach. Feeling good. Now, sometimes when you're really in the pits of despair, you can't jump from despair to I feel happy. Maybe you just, I feel less bad. So whatever you need to do for yourself to step up that ladder of feeling better, one step at a time. You're not going to jump from despair to joy. But climb the ladder slowly. Make that a priority. This is your self-care right now. You get this figured out, it's going to serve you so well the rest of your life. So you make you a priority. You make feeling good a priority. You keep exploring. The angels are not going to tell you what to do for a career. They don't do that. You've got to decide. You make the choices. They will come along with you on the ride and help you make the most of them.
So how do I know what is the right choice?
What feels good? That's your barometer. In your solar plexus, you've got a built-in compass. When you have to make a choice, you run it through the solar plexus. Does it feel good? Am I excited? Great, go do it. If not, don't do it. When you give yourself permission not to do the things that don't feel good, and you cheer yourself on to do the things that do feel good, life will start changing. Feeling good is your assignment right now.
Okay.
Does that help?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let us know how it goes.
Thank you.
Hey, Danielle, are you there?
I am. Hold on. Okay. Can you see me?
I see you. Here you come.
Okay. Hey.
Hi.
Okay. So I just have one really fast question, and then the other question is more of like a blockage thing. So one, my dog, he has constipation right now. And I just want to make sure it's not like a blockage. Like, do I need to take him to the vet? I'm financially strapped right now. I'm not looking to run to the vet. So I'm kind of like working with diet, and maybe it's stress. We moved. So I just wanted to ask.
Okay. So for the dog, for Danielle.
And it's Danielle. You pronounce it with an I, even though there's no I.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you for telling me.
And this
All
is
right,
the dog. This is
okay.
Romeo. Okay.
Hi, Romeo. So for Romeo, is there a blockage that requires veterinary assistance? No.
Okay, cool.
So it can be addressed through diet? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. That's easy. I deal with a lot with him, so okay, I just want to make sure. Thank you. And then secondly, I just want to make sure I don't have any blocks. Like I'm having a really hard time with motivation with my business. And the last time we spoke, remember, I just wanted to like pack up my car and go and travel. And you're more like, okay, you need a break, well, like within a week or two, like a house came up and now I moved and I have this like amazing space. It's awesome. But my motivation is just not there. So can you help me, or can you ask my guides to help me understand why I'm lacking that motivation?
You're just tired. You need a break.
But I can't though, because like financially, I can't take a break. Like I just can't. I think that's where it held me back from like going and like just going in my car is easy. You pack up, you don't have rent, you just go. But so yeah, so I have to work. Like I have to. So this is where I'm, so I have this space, I can work in my space, like, so you can see my studios in the back. But I like, where's my motivation? Like, bring me motivation.
It's hard when you're tired. So
yeah.
for Danielle, what can you tell her about motivation to get moving in her business? You've got to carve out chunks of time to go do fun things. You need a balance. So you don't have to take off the entire time, but let's say you take an hour a day and you go dancing and skipping in the park, get out in the fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Allow that to regenerate you, to revive you. Maybe it's bubble baths. There's more self-care that's needed, really attending to your needs. And when you do that, then you can start reviving slowly. It's not as good as just taking a vacation, but it's a balance. You can do both.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't just be lashing yourself with the whip. Can you look at what you're doing with the business? Really examine those priorities. If you're going to get honest with where you need to be and what you must do, not what you want, big picture. What do you have to do right now? Bring it down.
Yeah. I have to start working. I have to start working, and it's just hard sometimes because you're like, oh, like, I'm just not feeling it. Like, but then I'm thinking, like, just little pieces, right? Just start one thing, or just start doing one thing, and then something will come up, and then I got to run this errand, and then before I know it, the day's gone. So I feel like I'm allowing these other things to keep me from doing the focus, right? So I'm just like, am I self-sabotaging myself? Yeah. Or do I have a block that I need to address? So that's why I thought I would.
It's fear.
It's fear. Yeah.
Fear.
I know.
It's fear of failure because it's do or die time now, isn't it? Now
yes,
it's the proof
it
in the
hands
pudding.
down. Totally. It's totally do or die time. Yeah. And
So
I think that's part of.
Break it into small chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little bit at a time. When you start to see progress, you will feel better.
Yes.
But find that balance. Do the self-care. Keep chipping away at that mountain that you've got there. You will start to see daylight and you will feel better. You know, sometimes we just have to force ourselves to go through these little things to come out the other side.
Yeah.
So, but it's a big dose of fear. And that's nonsense. The angels are with you. You've set your intention. You've got everything you need. It's just
I know.
Forward.
They, like, with this house, like, they provided. Like, I didn't even know I could have achieved this, you know? And so what I have right now, it's almost like I feel like I'm doing them a disjustice because I'm not doing what I should be doing when I was given this.
No, let that go. That's guilt that you
right.
on yourself. You don't need that.
Yes. Yeah. No, because that's guilt, right? Yeah. No, that's no, for sure. Okay. I just gotta, like, yeah. Maybe I should schedule. Like, do you think creating a schedule? Maybe that's what I need to do. Like, having where, like, so with him, it's gorgeous out where I live. And I'm like, okay, maybe just at this point we do these walks, and that's my enjoyment time too. And then I come home and then I can buckle down. And during these hours, this is the time that I actually focus. And then during this hours is the time I can do the errands. Maybe that's what
what is the most productive time of day?
It's really hard to tell, but I'm really becoming a morning person. And I do find that I like waking up early, but I'm letting myself get focused on something other than the business in the morning. And that's drawing the time away. And then before I know it, it's like 11 o'clock.
It's discipline. So you take Romeo for a walk, you come back, you have your breakfast if that's what you're doing, and then you block out an hour and a half, maybe 2. And you work on that. And then it won't feel like such a drudge because you've scheduled it in, you allowed the other things to be there. And you're getting the momentum going little by little. You can do it.
So can I, with everything that's going on, do my guides have a message for me? Just really quick.
Yeah. Stop being so hard on yourself. Yeah. It's like, you've got the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I do.
You're exhausting yourself.
I am exhausted.
You can release the accelerator just a little bit. You can idle.
Okay.
You just need some momentum. You don't need to be racing.
True. Okay.
You burn yourself out that way.
Okay.
Also,
I do.
make a list of all the things the angels have done for you.
It's massive. Yeah.
Yeah, well, do it anyway, because
Mhm.
when you start feeling down and it's not working out, you can refer back to the list and you can say, wow, there's the evidence.
Mhm. That's why I have to stop feeling like I'm like letting it down, because like, or not being grateful, and yeah, because I could literally sit here and stare at this view like all day long, and sometimes I do, and it's really, really bad because it's so beautiful, and then I have to just be like, nope, I have to work.
Well, set a timer. Sit
Yeah,
there and enjoy
right.
it, but set a timer.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
It's about you being more disciplined,
Yeah,
coming
more
up with
disciplined.
routines for yourself so that you
Mhm.
can get the things accomplished that you need to, and then feel good the next day.
Okay.
You just need to have a few days like that and you'll build your own momentum.
Yep. That's a good idea. Do just the timer thing, because I will get lost in the like la da dee la di da, and then I'm like, oh God, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, timers are great things.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do. All right. Thank you as always.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Melinda, come on up.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
I just wanted some general guidance for December, or from this week forward into December till the end of December.
So for Melinda, guidance from now until the end of December, would you like to share with her? I'm hearing this weird upbeat, like jazzy type of music. Do you like jazz?
I do.
So it's the holiday season. It's time to let up on your accelerator, do some self-care, indulge yourself. So the jazzy music that I'm hearing, it's all that vocalization they do that they make it up on the spot. What do they call that? Scat or something? That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if you've got that in your area, but if you enjoy it, go and experience it. There's something about that energy that's good for you.
Okay.
So what else? Yeah, more flow. Let yourself flow through the holidays rather than getting caught up in all the obligations and the stress that typically can come with holidays. Give yourself permission to say yes when you want to say yes and no when you want to say no. Because so often, especially, they're really focusing on holidays here. So often with holidays, we end up saying yes out of obligation and then really begrudging the time that we had to go and do whatever that thing was. Don't do that. Make this the year that you plant your flag in the ground and you say, this is about me, doing what is best for me, because that will open doors for you. Giving yourself permission to put yourself first is really huge for you. I know you've been working on that, but they're saying, step it up, baby.
Okay.
That will serve you really well.
Okay.
And it will help because you'll feel fresher come January. You'll have a different perspective because you've done the self-care. You've given yourself the space.
Yeah.
And then you'll start the new year feeling refreshed instead of dragged out from all the obligations that you had to take care of.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Gary, come on up.
Hello, Deborah.
Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm terrific. How are you?
Okay, very good. Nice to see you again. I like your backdrop there.
Oh, thank you.
Very great. I have a couple things in my mind. First thing I want to ask, I've been waiting for two income streams of mine to finally pay out, so to speak. And they're a little overdue, and I'm just wondering if they're going to happen in the near future.
So neither one have come through yet?
No.
Because last time we talked, I thought one of them had happened.
you said one was going to happen, and it hadn't. It took us, it jumped forward, but it didn't complete.
Okay. So I'm just looking at your question here. So for Gary, these income streams, is there something blocking? So the source of the income, they're experiencing some slowdowns. That's part of the problem. Is it highly likely that he will receive this income by the end of 2023? Yes. Okay. What about by the end of November? Is that a possibility? It's a possibility. Is it highly likely? Maybe. So sometime in December, they should come through. And is there a likelihood that something will interfere and they'll be delayed further than that? No, it's looking pretty firm that you're going to get it by the end of the year. For you, the thing to do is stop worrying about it. In gratitude, thanking your angels that it's on the way, they've taken care of it, and you don't need to worry anymore, because that worry energy blocks it.
I will definitely do that for sure.
So every day you get up, thank you, angels, that income is on the way. I so appreciate your help.
Okay.
And feel good about it.
Yeah, I will. I do feel
Because
good about
that shifts the whole energy dynamic. That will serve you well.
Okay. Well, also, I will do that actually. I'm in a new relationship. Just wondering if that has a future.
Okay. So this new relationship for Gary, is it an optimal long-term relationship? No. Is it okay for short-term? Fun and games, casual.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And one more thing that's been on my mind. Is it likely that I may be in the near future living part-time in another country?
Well, the angels are saying, do you want to?
Maybe. It depends. Maybe.
So would it be an optimal choice for Gary in the future to live at least part-time in another country? They don't care. Totally up to you.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
You've got to make the choice before they can help you with it, though.
Right. I understand. Okay, it makes sense. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you for guidance and help.
You're welcome.
Always appreciate you very much for everything you do for everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, you guys, I'm just looking to see who haven't I talked to yet. Victoria. Is Victoria here? Let's see. I don't think so. I see Kim up there. I haven't talked to Kim yet. So come on up, Kim.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you.
Hi, you're welcome.
So I'm from South Korea, and this is my second visit to your live show. And right now, I've been studying hypnotherapy and learning a lot of modalities to become a healer. But some medium from South Korea, traditional medium, almost shaman, she told me that this is not my path. So I was wondering if I am allowed or I can decide to be a healer and at the same time serve myself as well financially, because I'm in a very difficult situation financially, but I'm not choosing this path only to make money. So could you please ask my guides or whoever there is
whether hypnotherapy is an optimal career for you? Is that the question? Healing? Healing and hypnotherapy?
Healing, yeah.
Okay. So for Kim, is healing / hypnotherapy, is that an optimal career choice for her? Yeah, if you're feeling it, go for it. Absolutely. It can take a little time to build a business doing that. But you're aligned with it if you desire it.
Thank you. I'm wondering if South Korea is ready for the level of spirituality or these kind of service we're having globally right now?
Well, you can do it online, so there's always that option, but is it possible that she could have a successful career with healing and hypnotherapy living in South Korea? It's more of a challenge. Yeah. It's feeling like pulling you back. Like it's going to take a lot of effort and determination to break through. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're swimming upriver.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to move somewhere where there is more opportunity?
Well, for now, I came back to Korea because I couldn't overcome this financial difficulty. So I'm like, right now, I'm trying to start again, fresh, and try not to be so, focused on money making, but actually starting the career and building it step by step. But I feel very challenged, as you said. So I just wanted to see if maybe to see if there is any opportunity that I can move out of South Korea, or I'm very confused if you could help me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So here's a question. Is it possible there's something that you could do that's similar to what you want to do, but that is accepted where you live? Because sometimes you have to go in a little sideways.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So meditation guide, instructor.
Would that be acceptable?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, there you go. So would it be optimal for Kim to take the path of meditation guide? Yeah, because once you get the clients, you can expand the service, right? So if they don't like the way you label it, then you find a way of packaging it so that it is successful, it's acceptable, they understand it. Because the hard part is getting the client, establishing the rapport. Once you've got that, then they're open to more.
Thank you. And my final question would be, so how different, or I don't know if this is the right, appropriate approach to ask question, but I'm kind of wondering if spirit guides, the system of spirit guide in South Korea is different from the one in Western culture.
No, because remember, I'm talking to your angels.
Mm-hmm.
They transcend all of those things. They know you at the soul, and they're giving you guidance from that understanding of you. They've known you forever, many, many lifetimes.
Yeah.
That's why going through the Akashic records is so powerful, because you get to the soul level.
Mm-hmm. And am I still open to be able to communicate with my spirit guide myself, directly? Because I feel like I had some other spirits that are not so helpful. So I've been always confused in many ways to progress in my life. And I've been healing myself so much within this last month. And I want to know if I'm clear enough, clean enough.
Clean, absolutely. You're perfect according to your angels. They love you to the moon and back. You can do no wrong in their eyes. So it's about, they're always there trying to connect with you. They're just waiting for you to take the time to develop the communication with them, to learn to hear them, which is what, if you saw earlier, somebody had the book that they were going through the 21-day meditation challenge to learn to talk to the angels. You can do that, whatever you do, but open your Akashic records. That way you know whoever you're speaking to is love and light. You can trust the source. That's the important thing. Once you trust the source, then you can start doing the work. You can deepen the conversation. you can get so much information, but you absolutely can talk to them. They're ready, willing, and able. It's you getting past the blocks, learning to do it. And that's just practice.
Nice. Thank you.
But you can do anything your heart desires. So if you're in a place now where it either doesn't accommodate you or it's unfriendly, then you either can shift it so that you can do what feeds your soul, because that's the important thing, or they will help you to relocate so that you can do it. It's looking for the path. Because when the river hits the rock, it doesn't stop. It looks for the way around and keeps going. You are the river.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, you guys, I don't see any names left that I haven't talked to yet. So I'm not doing questions on the YouTube side, you guys, but I'm just going to take a quick look and say hello to you before we wrap up here. Was there anybody who wanted to get into YouTube and or into Zoom and wasn't able to? Because if you weren't, you can still pop in. So Catherine, Nima, sister of 6, Letty, Joanne, Maggie, Rose, Michaela, Debbie, thank you all for being there on the YouTube side, hanging with us. I appreciate that. And if you want to put in the chat questions that you would ask of Metatron, I'll take that and I'll use it for upcoming stuff. So, feel free to do that. All right, just checking over here on the Zoom side. Eileen, you had to go. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we had a few people who couldn't wait on Zoom and had to go. But thank you, guys. We had a great session. So let's just bring it all down with our team and do a little closing prayer. So take a couple of deep breaths. Dear angels, spirits, guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, Creator, thank you for giving us this space to come together, to share the love, to share the light, the enlightenment, the ascension, the glorious journey that we are on here, to remember, to reconnect about why we're here and what we're about, so that we might overcome the challenges that we each experience on a regular basis. With your assistance, with your love, we will prevail, and we are so deeply grateful for that. So, dear teams, please join with us in sending our love and light to the entire planet. Send out that sonic boom of love so that it will be felt, so that it will soften the hearts of those who are in conflict. Help us to bring peace to the earth, peace to the people, to the creatures, to one and all. Thank you all for being here, for bringing your teams, for your love, your intentions. Thank you to all that is. We are deeply, deeply grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So sending you all off to enjoy your delightful weekend. I'll see you in a couple weeks for the metaphysical chat that will be on YouTube. So that will give the YouTube people a chance. Much love and light to all of you.